Can you hear me now?
Hello and welcome to Stop Now, Experiment Lab. This is the daily show with JK. I am your host. For today, we will be having an exciting, energetic talk because of this intro itself is kind of pushing me hard, like to get to the bottom of what we are trying to do it. And hopefully in a short while, Amar will be joining us since we are doing the background work of continuing to have the discussion with the recruiters and also play out certain important things that is happening here. So let me start from the conversation that we had yesterday with regard to an interview. Maybe if time permits, I will play that out today. And a lot of calls, scam calls as well, keep coming in. So busting the scammers and also scamming the corporates is what we try to do here. I will explain more in a short while. Meanwhile, let me give an update on what's happening with Shiva. All right. So for him, every time, like they just keep asking the same thing. The GC copy, we need DL copy. This is a regular, I don't know what to say, right? So we don't know how to stop this as well. Here we go. Amar is here. Hi, Amar.
Yeah, hi, JK. Hi, JK. Hi, everyone.
So how is it going? You just had a conversation with a recruiter, I believe.
Yes, you're right. I received a phone call from the recruiter side. He's going to send me a RTR. That's what we're talking about.
Okay. So you missed the intro part. So the beats and the sounds are so energetic. We have different version in that, and I am excited that. So we are going with that. For now, let me share what exactly is happening with the interview that was given yesterday after the show, right? So it actually went well. It was a group of people, and they were kind of screening, right? So it's not the end client, but they are more like the bigger companies like Infosys and Wipro, Cognizant, and TCS. They are kind of sourcing for their company to represent at the client. So the feedback, once we get it, like we'll get to know. So keeping the fingers crossed. That's what the recruiter has said so far. So that apart, an interesting conversation I had with another recruiter for Nate. It's with Amy from Experis, and probably we can explore this if we don't get any calls today from the recruiters during the show. We will try to do this. This is an interesting update from what they usually do it. So they want to have a screening video interview. So that is through Experis, like they just ask us to sign into it and not to upload your resume, skip that and watch the tutorial and answer the questions, and it will hardly take 20 minutes to complete. Probably we'll try to do this. What do you think? This is like a pre-interview thing. They were in a way trying to confirm whether the candidate is original or not, and also shortlisting candidates. They're coming up with different ideas. So that is one thing I wanted to share with you before we
yes. I understand. As we are not sharing our identity, I mean DL copy or picture copy, that's why they are doing like this to prove that I am the real person, or a candidate is real, to show you their client actually.
Yes, that's one way of finding it out, right? So whether the same candidate is going to appear, and as you know that, right? So we plan to provide like fake interviews as well, how people do that, and what exactly happens. So meanwhile, I was hoping that like our other teammates might join so that we can talk to them about what exactly is happening on the live projects. And we are again excited to onboard in 2 more projects, one with Citibank and one with Bank of America. That being said, Amar, are you excited? Who's going to work on those projects? Any guess?
Yeah, I actually don't know who's going to take over this position. I think our background colleague, Ram or Uday, they can take it. Am I right?
Yeah, I think our options are limited. Again, we only have few people. We need more volunteers to join us so that we can actually try to do those things. And meanwhile, like I was saying that how we can do this interview process and how we can bust those recruiters. And I will play out some voicemails and audios.
Which is also regarding the position with my direct client. So if you open in the market looking for a job, please do contact me so that we can have a detailed discussion regarding the position. You can contact me at 973-967-3550. I'll repeat, this is Anukha from Artec, and you can contact me at 973-967-3550. Thank you so much.
Hey, my name is Tina, and I'm calling from GCOM. I got a copy of your resume from Sarab, and he recommended that you were looking for a project manager role, and that you were interested in the role I currently have open. So give me a call back at your earliest convenience. My number is 518-424-4727. Thanks so much.
Hi, Nate. This is Bruce Mikowski with Crossfire Consulting. You responded to an IT project manager position I had sent out to you a little bit earlier today. I'd like to speak with you about the position. If you could please return my call at 631-708-4956. Again, it's Bruce at Crossfire Consulting, 631-708-4956. You can reach me from about 9 a.m. through about 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you.
Hey, Nate, this is Eric Alexander with NTT Data. Giving you a call. I had emailed you and you would reply back to interested in that project manager role. So just wanted to touch base with you on that. Really just go over what was in the email, so we'll only take a minute or two and just make sure that we're on the same page and set the expectations for the submittal. So give me a call back on my cell, 865-712-7139. And it is my cell, so if I don't answer, you can text me, let me know a good time to call back. I'm making calls over the next hour or so, so I'll be on and off the phone, but just hopefully we can connect and go from there. Thanks.
So a lot of calls, again, just to share that, right? So many emails, and this was like something that I played out, right? With, I believe you spoke to Bruce, right, Amar? And you can see like people are looking at, and Alexander was the person who left the voicemail. He is from NTT Data, Eric Alexander. So let's see like what he has to say. And as I just said, like Amy, she was the one who sent this Allianz position where they wanted to have this video interview. So by September 30th, you have to complete this. Like if you go to the interview, let's see like how that plays out. And obviously they're asking to sign up with, all right. So I don't know what is the password. So maybe we will not be able to log in. Anyway, like let's figure this out at a later time. Maybe we can call Amar. You just spoke to Bruce, right? So you might have given some information to him. And this is somebody else like Tina, all right? and what they are supposed to say. Let's talk about that, but talk to them and see like what they are up to. So any update on Bruce, Nate, what he was saying? And
he told that he will send me RTR. After that, try to schedule an interview. That's it actually. And another update is if I am sharing my screen, you will notify that I got an email from the recruiter side for project manager position, you know, see here. So I replied with our regular conversation like I am interested, and he asking me to send my resume. I sent it. So finally he asked me to know about my current location, where I am living, US or Canada. I told him US. So finally he replied that sorry, all contractors must live in Canada for this client. So that client actually recruiting people from Canada, not US or any other country.
so it seems like all over the world, like even from Canada, people started doing the same thing. Canadians are going to have tough time when people start doing it in large number there as well, the similar one. Maybe we can forward this position to Nate or to others and say that like they are in Canada. That way, like we'll see like what
Yes.
we are going to get out of
Yeah,
this.
we can do that.
So let me play out one interesting spam voicemail.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Hey, this is Mike calling in from the attorney's office. I just stepped out for some lunch, but I wanted to reach out to you directly. Can you call back as soon as you can at 818?
All right, we are getting a call. Let me go with the call.
Sure.
Hello. Probably, I think we missed the call. Hello. Yes.
Yes, I said that this is Manish. I remember we talked about the project manager position. I already sent you the RTR on the mail.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you acknowledge that mail?
Sure, I'll do that. Okay, I'll send you that. Like, where are you from? Your voice is kind of very low. Are you in offshore?
Yeah, sir. It's on my phone, on my landline right now. That's why I'm very first sorry for about that.
Okay, no worries.
Okay.
I just wanted to know like where you are based in. So if you can text me, like then it'll be better.
Okay, so okay, can I, okay, so I will text you on my personal number, okay?
Okay.
My name and, okay, and Peter.
Sure, I'll do that. just kind of don't want them like to keep calling us multiple times. That's why. And as I said before as well, LinkedIn is the main source for people to source so many roles, right? And there is nothing wrong in that, but in that, how it leads to a network of hiring frauds, right? So that's what like we are trying to, you can see like so many opportunities even in one particular role itself, right? For project manager alone. And it's kind of amazing to understand like why this is happening. The same company in which we are working, for which all the other agencies are competing for the same position, and they keep asking your details over and over again through different recruiters from the same company, and also the same recruiters for different position. They keep asking all the information and over. So that is kind of the most annoying thing. And if we notice it, like most of those numbers have been blocked as scam, and it comes as a scam likely when you are using your mobile phone. So that is one thing I just wanted to mention here. And as I said, just to confirm that, right? So NetRickWay, like they are also confirming that they do have a phone number and they are messaging through the voice numbers. So it's been a long time. We played a video in the interview. Probably I'll play that out. If you have something interesting to share, go for it, Amar.
Nothing is interesting story from my side. I have just confirmed one RTR for my profile or TCS. I can share the message. They are going to submit my profile. Yeah. This position is for TCS. Yes, Tata Consultancy Service. 110K plus benefits.
This is exactly what I was referring to, right? So for the same position, right? If the end client is if you get to know the end client, this is through IDC Technologies. Similarly, various other companies will be submitting it, like reaching out to us to submit it for TCS alone. And actually, it is not a job with TCS as well. It is based on the end client. So if you have asked them like who's the end client, then we will get to know that how this bracket of the recruitment industry is functioning, right? So it's not just you alone being submitted for this position. There are hundreds of people being submitted through various other companies as well.
So we are getting lots of emails most of the day from IDLC.
IDC
so
Technology,
I think,
yes, I think it's
IDC, yes.
So this is like a big network of people. I don't know how many, like probably in the previous times, like when we spoke to recruiters, they mentioned an exorbitant number, like more than 2,000 recruiters are working for that company. So if that is the case, so it's a clear indication it's a war, and people cannot compete or fight against that number of people, right? If you are a startup company and you have this few people, then how do you match with 2,000 people working on the same things? So that's a very, very tough one. So meanwhile,
Yes,
like, what is that?
yeah, I think all the recruiter company, they always store our contact details or resume, so that when they will get a position, they send us the mail always.
All right, there we go. Another call is coming in. Let's, oh, okay, they just dropped it. So meanwhile, let's see like if we can play out the interview. So we are having an interview as discussed before in the morning. It's with the client EDI, the technical PM role. So let's go with that. Good. Hi, Bala. I'm in Texas. Well, they just want, like, when we try to converse with the others who are of Indian origin, they by default like connect with you.
So we are actually have we are helping to partner with so this position is for one of our specific clients in the current agency. So this customer is a global customer. Operations across the world. This role that we're looking for will actually oversee, supervise the cloud migration for geographies with a client. This role will actually set the direction, set the pace for the migration. The company already has enterprise teams that have information some data. However, the implementation of these capabilities for each geography is being overseen by another department, the department which is looking for this interview is happening. So the role will require interaction with various stakeholders from the enterprise teams, and also interaction with the leadership team, and reporting on status, and with respect to the enterprise team stakeholders. This role will require the whole capabilities are available, how they can be leveraged, and also talking to specific geographies, right? So, as I said, this will be looking after the migration for at least 2 different geographies. So interact with the things and capabilities are available. Interact with this geographical teams, verticals, who will be consuming the capabilities from the AWS teams, right? And report the overall migration status and also like any risk mitigation plan. So this project, this is not a project manager, it's a program manager. So that will be most things. So as we have if you have anything to say, please go ahead.
I'm one of the managing director here at BBI. So glad that we're able to make this time work. So I'll let Kumar ask some of the more technical questions regarding around the role that we're looking for, and then I'll insert some of my questions as we move along.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you, Kumar.
So any questions on this? So I would like to have anything on it. Can start the discussion.
Yeah, we can.
I think we are getting a call. So let me stop and see who was. Hello?
May I speak to Shiva?
Yes, who's this?
Hi Shiva, I'm Rizwana from Pro IT. So I just wanted to ask you, like, I'm still in market and I'm having a project manager position, like
Okay, who's the client?
a full-time position. Client is TCS and client is United Airlines.
Okay, so send me the details. I'll look into that and I'll talk to you soon. Right, so that was a quick one. Again, I'm just going to reply to them and ask what exactly is happening over there and find out like how we can really get things going here for what we are trying to do in this shows. We just need to structure and format and ask those relevant questions to those people to get out of those truth what they are planned to do. All those things are coming up. So maybe we can take a break with today's show. I mean, we have almost covered like 30 minutes. And I don't think like we can go further for today because the exciting thing that is happening is the onboarding process for the couple of projects that has been cleared. So I'm trying to focus on those things as well. And as usual, we need like more people. So as we have the support of the audience or people who want to join our team, then we can do better. That way, like we are focusing on additional resources joining us. This is something that I really wanted like to mention with every company that is doing the same thing. Let's target like those companies one by one. And in each episode, like every day it's happening. So whoever is violating, right? Let's focus on, for example, this company, right? He clearly mentioned that like they are based in Atlanta, Georgia and New Jersey, and he is asking the GC copy, right? So what this company, again, their website is not working. So no, this one works. So they are doing this for more than 20 years. So probably we should check what exactly are they doing here and talking to them. They are based in different countries as well, Hyderabad and Sri Lanka. Whoa, this is the first time I come across Sri Lanka. So probably we can set up a sweatshop similar to it in Bangladesh. And probably Amar can head that. What do you say, Amar?
Yeah, sure. I can.
I'm just replying only after offer is confirmed and for background verification. Again, we already have a project with TCS, and they are now like similar to what I mentioned, like they are sending a full-time role with TCS for 120K. Well, this never ends.
Could you please clear about the background verification? So what is a background verification, or how they can do it?
Yes, so that is a good question. Again, well, finally, I just wanted to explain that, right? So how the background verification is being done. And in one of the opportunities I mentioned, like they started the background through the LTI, right? So this is how like the background companies, right, will reach out, and so many background verification companies are there. So they just send it to those company, and they will request your details, right? Just like how we showed like a whole list of things that Shiva has to fill it out, and his personal details, his social security, and authorizing it, and his employment history, and allowing to do the criminal background and take the drug test. All those things are part of the background verification. That is how like it happens, and it looks like he has completed that. So it hardly takes 1 or 2 days. Once we get that done, probably we just get the confirmation on onboarding the project. That's exactly what happens, right? So when people are trying to fake during the background verification, they will get caught, right? So you cannot. Again, we are trying to experiment that, how people are trying to cheat that system as well, and able to continue to work in the projects, right? So that is the interesting part. Probably I will explain that or play that out in the coming episodes.
Yeah, sure.
Right. So this is all we had for today. Thank you all. Bye for now. Signing off for
Bye.
today.